make your trading rules easy for you to follow. Now, making your trading rules easy for you to follow has to do with, understanding your setup, right? Understand the fact that, are you the type of person that trades London market very well? Are you the kind of person that trades New York market very well, or any form of session trading? Or do you day trade, or do you scalp or anything? Trading itself is very difficult. Trading a proper account even makes it a little bit much more hard and difficult for we traders. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking on secrets and actionable steps that is going to help you to maximize, trading proper account and to make the most out of it. We all have that, big goals and plans of, making good amounts of money trading a proper account. However, there are some difficulties we do, find ourselves around while trying to get funded or while we are funded in itself. We're going to link, the previous episodes of what we've discussed so far within the Funded Trader series. Today's episode, this is the fourth, episode in the series, and I want to double down on, actionable steps and, key insights that will help you to stay profitable as a trader who is, using a proprietary trading firm, right? So before we get into all of the details of today's video, about 75% of the viewers of this channel are not yet subscribed. Please take out your time, hit that notification button so that you'll be informed when we drop new videos like this, and also hit the subscribe button. Let us know in the comment section what are your useful key takeaway from the Funded Trader series. Let's get on to the video. In our previous episode, we talked about how I was able to manage through my drawdown phase and how I was able to, trade through the evaluation phase and getting funded. Today, I want to talk on maximizing your profits. I want to talk on how you can stay constantly profitable trading your proper account. And with me here, I have, my key points that I've listed here, and this is for me to be able to deliver all of the key insights that I have for you guys today. So pay close attention, guys. Let's go with the flow. So firstly, the first thing that I have here on my journal is preparing for the challenge, right? So on the first episode of the Funded Trader series, I made mention how the thought process was for me before I started trading before I started trading a proprietary account, not funded account, sorry. So I had my goals in place. I had reason why I wanted to trade prop accounts, and what was the pull factor for me to come into prop trading. All of these things are things that will help you during your preparation process. Yeah. Why? Because when you have an intention and you've put down your goals and the reasons why you're doing something, when you get to that stage where you're having a difficulty or you don't know what to do, you're stuck, when you fall back to your journal, it's a kind of reminder or your roadmap that tells you your intentions, that why you started the whole process. Yeah, so that helps you to stay put and be in check. So talking on the preparation part here, one of the key things I did was I started off trading a prop account from the 5k and I scaled up to the 10k. So during that period, I traded the 5k account because that was like the usual kind of smallest account that you can find around. But before I started trading that particular account size, I had to go on FTMO and sign up and get a free trial account. The free trial account has a time span which is, I think it's around 2 weeks or 14 days or thereabout at the time. So the whole intention for me was to execute all of my trading concepts and the way I trade the market on that account, since that account has the metrics that you can go through from your dashboard on the back end and see how you're performing, if you're reaching the target and all the drawdown limits and all of those things basically. Now that period was a prep for me, a prep to get used to how I can manage through, how the whole process works, and not just to dabble into the whole thing and fail. Of course, the first account wasn't a successful one. I failed on that challenge. I took some time, and because of at the time when you have the proprietary trading space with the 30-day cap on your phase 1 and 30-day cap on your phase 2, I wasn't able to do so much. So I dropped the 5k account. I went ahead to take the 10K account. I traded it. I was close to meeting of the target, but because of the time constraints, based off the way I trade, I day trade, and sometimes the market might not be presenting good trading opportunities. So that was a big turn off for me, and I left proprietary trading for the most part. So what I did during that period of time was I went on to take a prop account that has to do with the one phase, okay, because that one doesn't have a time stamp like the evaluation phase 1 and phase 2. It gives you a much better buffer. Then fast forward down the lane, the new development came into space. FTMO announced that okay, this time around we're going to be having an unlimited trading period. Then I went back to take the evaluation trading account, which leads me to my next point. My next point is make your trading rules easy for you to follow. Now, making your trading rules easy for you to follow has to do with, understanding your setup, right? Understand the fact that, are you the type of person that trades London market very well? Are you the kind of person that trades New York market very well, or any form of session trading? Or do you day trade, or do you scalp or anything? Now, if you do any of this, or you fall under this category, or even though you're a swing trader, what you want to do is you need to understand times when the market presents your best opportunity. Make it very easy for yourself. Know that okay, when I see certain setups here and the opportunity for me to take that trade, you jump on that trade. Make your trading rule easy for you. Some of us we trade with a mechanical process, while some we don't. So but then being able to describe what you're trading and being familiar with it makes it easier. Something that that if somebody else sees the description of what you're looking for in the market, even that person doesn't know how to trade, he has an idea of what you're trying to say. If it's not as easy as that, that means you're making your whole process complex and you might not really stick to what you're doing. So take out your time, try and get familiar with your most common kind of setup. Just stick to maybe your top three kind of setup. Is it maybe break and retest? Is it the kind of fair value gap or order block kind of concept? Just try and make it very simple for you so that you can have a way to track what you're doing over time. Now, leading me to the third point here, this is also connected to the first thing we talked to the second as well, which is getting the right challenge for you, like the right package for you to trade or buy a kind of account. So like I said earlier on, the evaluation phase 1 and phase 2 kind of thing wasn't sitting so well for me because of the time constraints. I had to leave that for a while, and I came back to prop trading when consumer traders had the express light kind of module, which was a little bit more flexible for me. And thereafter, months down the line, we now had the unlimited trading day period, which was a very big announcement to me. Like, that was a major thing for me, and I went back to the evaluation phase 1 and phase 2 kind of challenge. Now, one of the other reasons why I took that kind of account is because I have already grown from the 5K to the 10K, and this time around I want to make the most out of my trading setup. Now I've spent about a year or two with trading smaller accounts, and this time around I've gotten used to trading prop accounts. Now I know my setup very, very well, like the back of my hand. I know when the setup it's presenting the A plus, which I always talk about here. That's the one that has the higher chance of playing out. I also know when the market is giving me signs of indecision, or if it's going to fail. Those kind of stuff, I'm very familiar with it. So this is more like a time for me to max out, right? So what I did that time was I went back to the kind of preparation process again. This time around, preparing myself to trade like 100K account, because I believe on the 100K account it maximizes my work, my input, and that pays off much better than when I'm trading like a 5K or 10K. So I was trying to upscale and max out my trading skills. Yeah. So what I did again was I traded the 100K for about a month or two. I got used to seeing the floating P&L. I got used to seeing bigger digits of both profit and loss running, and that was a very major thing for me before I went ahead to trade or buy the 100k accounts, right? So which leads me to the fourth point now, which is learning from mistakes. Yeah. So if you've been paying close attention with what I've been explaining from the first point here, it was a systematic process where I grew from a small trading account size to knowing the kind of package that works for me. If it's a one phase package or an evaluation kind of package with phase one, phase two, those kind of stuff, and knowing my kind of setup, understanding my own rules, making it easy. And this time around, for the fourth point, which was like learning from my mistakes. So here and there I made mistakes around entries, mistakes around leaving some profit on the table, mistakes around not getting on that trade on time, those kind of things, and also mistakes around not being in the market when I'm supposed to, maybe being distracted and other things in between. So we are all humans. You cannot capitalize on every move in the market. There are moves which you're going to miss. However, when you miss certain moves consistently, that becomes a problem. There are certain moves when you see in the market, if you're able to capitalize on them, those are like life-changing kind of moves, or moves which is going to like greatly impact your trading when you are on the right side of things. So you need to get used to identifying your mistakes and also making mistakes and knowing that, oh, this is a mistake, I'm not supposed to do this again. So for the most part, there was a time when I was having a series of missing missed trade, right? So I had to fall back, take a look at my routine. I usually have a routine which I work with, right? I have my morning routine, I have my afternoon routine, I have my evening routine. So by the way, the fifth episode on the Founder Trader series, I'm going to talk about my routine and how it helps me to optimize my performance in trading. Now on to the fifth point here, which is do not quit, right? So obviously at some point, if you've been very very dialed in, putting in lots of work, putting the effort, trying to upscale to make this money from trading, sometimes you get frustrated, sometimes you feel like quitting. Those moments when you feel like quitting are actually when you're supposed to fall back to why you started the whole process, draw new energy from it, do other activities around, talk to other traders, right? Watch contents around, and come back to trading, and you're going to come back with a fresh perspective, right? If it's something around your psychology, you take out time to do your research around psychology videos and all of those things. But then as we humans and as we are, it is like we are traders, we're bound to make mistakes and wanting to quit. So guys, this is my honest truth about how I've been able to go through all of this and staying profitable. So also, if you've been following, I've been consistently making profit from my 100k accounts, and during the process here, I had to integrate new prop firm into it, which I'm currently on the evaluation phase. I'm also going to document this on the channel so that you guys will see it as well, and also I'm going to link the video to that particular video which I talked about, the 5 hours prop firm. That's the prop firm which I'm using alongside consumer traders that I've been using for quite some time now. So guys, that will be all for this video. If you find this very helpful and all, drop a comment, let us know what's your key takeaway here. And of course, until next time, I'll catch you guys. Keep it simple.